I'm not just going to introduce myself with what I do. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to inform you. I'm trying to connect with you. So if you'll allow me to do that, can I get one of you to ask me what I do? A lot of you guys, when you go out and you network with people, people ask you what you do all the time. That's just a natural question. And in business, you want someone to ask you what you do. You try to steer a conversation to get people to ask you what you do. Okay, so can I get somebody to ask me what I do?
What do you do?
Thank you for asking. I'm a father. I like sports. I've got a huge passion for the arts. And my experience comes in project management. I did that for about 18 years. I was pretty good at it, but it didn't excite me. What excites me is people. I love people. I love figuring out who they are and what their passions are and then what drives them, and then helping them get that out. And that led me to become an effective communication coach. I like helping people get what they want. How much time did that take me?
15 seconds.
60 seconds.
About 20 seconds.
About 20 seconds. Okay. Ask me again, because here's what I used to do all the time. Ask me again.
So what do you do?
I'm a communication coach.
That was quick, brief, and to the
You see the difference?
Yes.
Guys, connecting is key. You've got to be able to connect with people. I've got when I first talked with Peter and with Kathy, I relayed a little story that I want to share with you guys. I've got a gentleman that I worked with up in Portland, Oregon, who was a president of an accounting firm for 22 years. Very successful. Had a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Forgotten more about that stuff than I had ever learned. People who understand math are amazing. The few, the proud, the crazy, whatever you want to call it. But I sat down with him, and much smarter than I am. Like I said, huge education, but he couldn't connect with people. In 2010, his company shut down, and he lost his job. He'd spent most of his life identifying himself with his career. So when people asked him, what do you do? He would say, I'm the president of an accounting firm. When I first sat down with him, I said, well, what do you do? And he said, well, was the president of an accounting firm. And he went in to give me some details about accounting. And I let him go, and I let him talk, and I took some notes. And I was done, or when he was done, I asked him, I said, well, let me ask you a question. How long have you not been doing that? And he said, oh, almost a year now. And my reply to him was, well, that's not who you are, that's what you did. Because that no longer exists, and you still do. So we have a connection, disconnect someplace. Because you're still leading with what you did as a profession. That is not who you are. It's what you chose to do to live the life that you had. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Connecting is key. Hardly anybody does it.
There's something wrong about a man who never smiles, whose conversation never varies from the routine of the job, and who won't talk about his background.